Hello, this is 5 questions with Demon Jester J, and I have here the Real Mythril. How are you doing today?
Not bad. How's yourself?
I'm doing good. Uh, You want to start off with the very first question?
Not a problem.
First question: who are you? And please tell us about yourself, your hobby, and do you have more than one hobby?
Well, I'm the Real Mythril on YouTube. Go by the name Mythril when I'm doing things. I'm from Scotland, so that little mad place all out on its own pretty much. I'm married to Squidgy Bidge, who's also a YouTube user. I've got a boy who sometimes can be seen on my husband's channel, Hellboy. I've lots of different viewpoints. A lot of my viewers will know that I wear wrist splints. And basically, until they work out a way to infuse adamantium into a real human, that's my choice, because that does the job for me. I also used to get around a rather snazzy set of wheels, which are powered by a pair of car batteries. And they're also plastered in Harley Davidson stickers. So that keeps me going. Hopefully sometime along the road, my intention is to get a bit of a custom paint job done on the chair, but we'll see how that goes. It would be nice to get a full respray job. So with the hobby, there's pretty much a large scale of different things that I enjoy doing. There's the wargaming side of it. There's the scale modelling side of it. I love anything to do with miniatures, military, different things. Doesn't matter whether it's a tank or a space marine or an aircraft or anything of those natures, or whether it's a Titan or whatever. I love anything along those lines, fantasy or sci-fi. On top of that side of the hobby, I like to read a lot as well, and read an awful lot of sci-fi and fantasy books. So thoroughly enjoying at the moment the Thomas Covenant books, the Chronicles of Thomas Covenant by Stephen Donaldson. Finding them really, really interesting, just to play between different realities and the possibilities of different things going on at different times. I really enjoy. Just finished the books by somebody called Julian May, the Pleistocene Exile books, which I absolutely adore, which just throws science fiction and fantasy into a big pot and works it all round and plays with a whole lot of different ideas, which I really like. Those sorts of things. Plus a 40k book here and there, always thrown in for good measure. So I enjoy those sorts of things.
That's really interesting. The books especially. Alright. The second question: what got you into your hobby, and how long have you been into it?
Well, I think primarily I've always had a big interest in the sci-fi, fantasy, military fields. But hobby took us into a GW one day and thought, oh, I need these. These are cool. And as things go in GW stores, I walked out with a Wood Elf Battalion box. So I think that was where it really started. Then into the mix came an Airfix Spitfire kit. So on it went into that scale. So it sort of built up from that side. It's hobby's fault, if you want to put it that way, but I was quite willingly drawn along into it. I have to say, I thought to myself, why didn't I do it before? But then again, parents have a lot to answer for. So that's probably why I didn't do it before starting 2 years ago. And it is roughly 2 years ago I started doing the YouTube side of it.
Alright. Since you already said the YouTube part, this third question will automatically go right into it. When and why did you start making YouTube videos? And have you met anyone from YouTube because of it?
Well, I think the reason I started doing the YouTube videos, well, it always starts with watching them. You start getting ideas. I started watching videos by Terrainaholic and Rubbish In, Rubbish Out, and thought, I like this. I want to go at that. went, yeah, I could build something like that. Yeah, I could do that. And the head got moving round, and then hubby jumped on the idea and he says, "You're doing it. That's it. You're doing it. Next thing you do, you're doing it on a video." So up came just over 2 years ago. It was the end of September 2 years ago. Came my wet palette video, quickly followed by a barricades video. So that led straight into what I was watching with Traineraholic and Rubbish in, Rubbish out. So
I've seen those videos. They're really good. And they were your first ones?
they were the first two, yeah.
Wow.
So it certainly got me really, sort of quite enjoying this. Okay, I'm freaking the hell out. It's scaring me bonkers. But I think I've come to see it's quite a major part of my life. And there's, the number of people you meet online and have conversation with that you'd never have anything to do with in normal life otherwise, unless you were doing these things, is unbelievable. The people you meet and the things you learn from them. It's unbelievable, to be able to talk to Bill Traineraholic now and pass messages back and forward between them. You think, how did this happen? It's weird. Somebody that I idolised and was watching quite merrily, I'm now having conversations back and forward with. And then there's the other side of it, the real life, when you physically meet people that you've met on YouTube. It's a very strange experience, especially when you get messages back, "Oh, I saw you in the street." Okay. You suddenly realise that you do make an impression on people when you're making videos, and what you do and say impacts on other people. And especially, it gets strange when you meet somebody face to face and they go shy at you and you think, "Why are you shy? You're on YouTube." Well, I'm just me. So it's a strange sensation with some of it, but very enjoyable all the same.
All right. On to the fourth question. Do you have any tips for anyone anyone new getting into your hobby or into making YouTube videos?
Whether it be the hobbies or whether it be the YouTube videos, I think the main thing is, if you're going to do it, make sure you're enjoying it. If it stops being fun, then there's no point. You need to make sure you're thoroughly enjoying what you're doing, especially with the videos. If you're enjoying what you're doing, there's a bigger chance somebody else will enjoy that as well. I think it's really important not to make yourself a clone of somebody else, to try and stay individual and find your own place in what you're doing and make your own way with it and find what works for you as a person as much as anything else, because when you're making a YouTube video, you are an individual person and you're inviting somebody in most cases, into your own home. So I think it's important that you are comfortable with that and you're happy with what you're doing and that you're comfortable with what you're sharing as well. I think that's really important. But yeah, I think that the biggest thing is enjoy it, have fun with it, be nice to others. Remember, you are having an impact on people and you are giving advice and information that some people will choose to follow ultimately, and that you respect those people by being as honest and upfront as you can as well. So have fun, be kind and honest to others, and be yourself and find your own wee path on it. And that would be my biggest advice.
All right. Here's the last question. And it's kind of a weird question, but who do you think I should ask these 5 questions to next, and why?
Well, I had a big, long, hard think about this, because there are so many people I've come across in this huge, big field of a hobby that would give some very interesting responses to these sets of questions. So, thinking really hard, I thought a very interesting one for you to have a look at would be the Voodoo Orc. He has very many interesting tales about different sides of the wargaming hobby. Very different perspective to a lot of people as well, and I think his answers would be exceptionally interesting to many different people.
Alright. Well, that was the 5 questions. Is there anything else that you have to say about my show or the questions?
Well, I'd just like to say thank you very much. It's nice to get a chance to put across that sort of something personal that you can't always find a place for in your videos, and people don't always get to see you as you are on a personal conversation level, and I think it's been nice to share that, so I'm very grateful for that opportunity. And I'd like to say thank you to you for that.
Well, you're welcome. And I have to say thank you to you because I do like your videos a lot. And I did do your last contest and I did win, so that's pretty cool too. I didn't win the grand prize, but I won something, so that's pretty cool. And you sent me a message saying I'm getting in the mail soon, so...
It should be on its road to you. It should be somewhere over the Atlantic, I reckon, about now.
Well, I'm just waiting for the package in the mailbox, and when I get it, I'm going to do my very first unboxing video, so that's going to be cool.
Sounds good to me. What I'm interested in is to see what you do with it once you've unboxed it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the show, everybody. At the end of this video, you're going to see all the links to her channels, her Google Pluses, and I'll also put a PM request to the man that she said I should ask these 5 questions to, and hopefully I can get him. And maybe if she really knows him, maybe she can help me get him. So, I have to say, that's the show, and have a very nice day. And like I tell everybody, keep the blade sharp and let the hobby have fun.